Alright, hey everyone, it's Prisms Collection Corner here, and today I've got another video for all of you. So, I'm starting to feel better from my cold, and I thought that today I would finally do my war, historical, and drama films all together. The honest reason for that is that all of these are kind of mixed together. You could even consider some of these adventure, you could consider some of these just romance, historical, drama. You've got a ton of different kinds of films in here, like a lot of movies, and I'm just going to show you all of the ones that I own on DVD and Blu-ray. I'm going to go through everything that I pulled out, and I think after this I'm going to reorganize my collection quite a bit. I've also been posting on my other channels as of recent, so if you want to check those out, those will be linked down below, or at least what I usually link. And let's get started by showing you a couple action films that I guess didn't show last time. First, the film The Hunt for Red October, starring Sean Connery and Alec Baldwin. This is one I picked up at the Goodwill store in my hometown. And you can see the disc in there. Can't really get to it, but, you know, it's in there. And then a action movie with Nicolas Cage called Next. That I picked up at a library book sale in my hometown about a few months back. I think I did an update with this one, so yeah, picked it up, thought I'd show it off. Those were some action films I forgot. And then we're just going to kind of go through the war films, and then the drama with some war and historical mix in there. Let's just start with 2018's Hacksaw Ridge. This is a really good movie. I really like this one. This stars Andrew Garfield in the lead role, and it's like a different kind of war movie. It isn't just a horrific battle going on and soldiers fighting. It's about this one soldier who never carried a gun and who just wanted to save one more person. If he could have gotten one more is basically the tagline. He is doing it for the well-being of others. He really wants to save as many people as he can. So it's a pretty sweet story. It is R-rated. It is directed by Mel Gibson, who directed The Passion of the Christ and the Academy Award-winning Braveheart. Brief note, there is going to be a second Passion of the Christ film. I don't know when. I don't know when that's coming out, but it has been a thing that's been in the works for a while. And yeah. Alright, next, speaking of which, we've got Mel Gibson's Braveheart. You'll notice that I try and put some of these together, so like I try and put the Tom Cruise romance films together, or the Tom Hanks romance films together. I tried to have some order with this, but I'm probably going to change it up a bit. This is Braveheart, though. I have seen it once. I actually got this DVD from somewhere really cheap for like $1. I will say that I have thought about getting a better edition of this with more bonus features, but I kind of like this version because it's the classic artwork. I do like that about it, as opposed to the 2-disc special edition artwork that you can get. Like, this is the classic thing. So, I may or may not get an upgrade of that. I might even pick up a Blu-ray copy. Who knows? Next, we have The Patriot, also starring Mel Gibson. This is a war movie that I did see a while back. Very dark film. Very, very dark. I remember when I was younger, this film disturbed me quite a bit with the opening scene. So I will say it is definitely an intense movie. 2 thumbs up. Yeah, you got that right there. And then I have the extended cut. So, of course, you know me, I like to have my alternate versions of movies. So I have the extended cut, which I believe has a different ending. And I'm curious what that ending is. I haven't watched it. It is unrated, so that is a little bit of a warning label that, like, oh, they could put whatever they wanted in this. Probably because it was never re-rated, but whatever. You know, it's interesting to have. I'll check it out at some point. The next film, we've got We Were Soldiers, also from Mel Gibson. This is another Paramount release. Bought this at a Savers. Disc right here. Yeah. That isn't the UK rating, is it? No, it's got the US one. The reason why I worried is because UK discs do not really usually work in DVD players. I had a copy of Captain America: The First Avenger that I bought at a Goodwill, and it wouldn't work in my DVD player because it was a United Kingdom region disc. So I had to get rid of that. Next we have A Few Good Men. This stars Tom Cruise, Jack Nicholson, and Demi Moore. I haven't seen this one yet. I own a lot of movies that I haven't seen in this collection. Like, a lot of these films I just picked up because, oh, they're cool editions or they're good movies. But I haven't watched a lot of these. We also have Tom Cruise's Valkyrie. I have a lot of Tom Cruise movies. I don't have every single one. There's some I won't watch, but I do own quite a few. Then we got Steven Spielberg's Amistad right here. And this has the annoying clippy things. Here's the disc. I am going to make sure that I have another disc from Spielberg here. Give me a minute. Alright, yeah, I do have that one over here, I realized. But I will show that later, because that is more of a... Well, it could go, I guess. I'll just show it. It's my DVD copy of Empire of the Sun. I bought this at the Thrifty Bargain in Yuba City. And I will warn you that this is a very hard title to find on DVD, it seems like. Like, I had to look quite a bit to get a copy. I don't like that it's a snapper case. I hate the snapper cases, but... You know, it's what you gotta do. I have seen this film once, and I've seen a few video essays on it. I don't know if it meant a lot to me, but it definitely was an interesting film. I will say that. Don't think it was bad by any means, just not sure if it's my kind of movie, or if I really got it. But here's another war movie. This is the special edition of Glory, with Matthew Broderick, Denzel Washington, Gary Ills, and Morgan Freeman. I saw this movie years ago. I was doing a report on one of the wars, and I didn't use this as, like, facts or anything. Like, I got my facts from elsewhere, but I wanted to understand it a bit more. So me and my mom watched this movie back then. This is a nice 2-disc edition, though, that I got at a hospice, I believe, in Grass Valley. Next we have another Steven Spielberg film. This is War Horse. I'm gonna be honest that a lot of the recent Spielberg movies haven't done it for me. A lot of his recent films aren't as good as his old ones. I mean, I have issues with some of his older ones, like some I won't watch, but, like, I don't know, I just don't get a lot of his newer movies. Like, I didn't get The Fabelmans. West Side Story, the remake, had a little bit too much foul language in it for my taste. And this one, I just didn't get it. Like, yeah, it seems like a good story, but I just don't get it. It looks like it was a Touchstone and a DreamWorks release, which is interesting. Here we have Bridge of Spies, starring Tom Hanks. Don't know if this is necessarily a war movie, but I have it in here. It is a Touchstone release. I have quite a few of those, it seems. We have Dunkirk from Christopher Nolan. I've heard things about this film. I haven't seen it yet. I got this at a thrift store in Paradise. It was more like a, you know, people have their own sales in the one building kind of thing, so you can go to this booth and grab this thing and pay for it, or go grab this thing from another booth. It was fine, but that was the one title I picked up. And then I have The Four Fathers. This is a Paramount release, special collector's edition. I've never seen this before. This is a Miramax title. Yeah. So, I own it. Who does this star in it? Heath Ledger, Wes Bentley, and I can't tell who that last one is, but it's Kate something. Maybe it says on the back here. Kate Hudson. Alright, yeah. She's the one who stars in this. Cool. Then we got The Pianist. This is a winner of 3 Academy Awards film. And I will say this, that I'm not going to be going to Rasputin's anymore, because they fill their place with pornography. Like, and it isn't even a closed room. Like, they have aisles dedicated to it. And I'm not going to support that. It's just not something good to support. So I'm not going to be going to Rasputin's anymore. I'll go to half-price books and stuff that don't sell that, but yeah, I'm not going there anymore. I only brought it up because I'm showing a film that I got from there. Yeah. Pianist, I've heard it's good. I haven't seen it yet. Here's Antoine Fisher. This is a film I don't really know anything about. This was one of those that I think I purchased because it was at the St. Vincent de Paul in Fremont, and I was doing the stupid strategy of, I'm going to buy like 100 movies for a really good price. Like, I bought so many films from there. Some of them I don't even own anymore, and this was one of them. But I don't know anything about it. Next, we've got Heart's War, starring Bruce Willis and Colin Farrell. And, I lost the DVD. It might be in one of the DVD players. Oh, it might be in the DVD book. I'll have to look for it. Yeah, because I don't have the disc for it in here. Because I tried to watch it, but I got bored. So I'll have to try it again. Here's some actual, war-style movies. We have, let me see. Where did I put the other one? Oh, I'll show these together. Alright, so after Gladiator came out in 2000, there was kind of the feeling in Hollywood of, well, we gotta make more swords and sandals epics. So I have these big-scale war movies like 2004's Kingdom of Heaven, the theatrical cut from Ridley Scott. And I'm gonna be honest, I've only watched the theatrical cut. I haven't watched the extended director's cut yet. I do own it on multiple formats. I honestly wasn't that offended by the film. Like, it was a fun action movie kind of thing. But I've heard very much that the director's cut is the way to go. So I will be watching it at some point. But this does have 2 bonus discs, or 2 discs, and then a little pamphlet and all these little things. And then, whoops, gotta put it back in the slipcover. For some reason, the top of the slipcover is, like, torn off, like, for the barcode. So I don't know why that happened. But next, we've got, the Director's Cut Blu-ray. This is a special edition Blu-ray. I actually found the Director's Cut DVD set, so I might get rid of this. This will be my 3rd, 4th time buying Kingdom of Heaven. But I might also just keep it just to have it, because, you know, why not? It was pretty cheap. Paid like, actually no, I paid $8 for it. Yeah, never mind that, but I'm probably still going to keep it, honestly. Next, I have the 2003 film, or is this 2005? This is Troy, the 2-disc edition, that, this isn't one of those well-remembered films, from what I gather. This is one of those financial failures, apparently a lot of studio interference. Apparently the entire soundtrack was changed. So I also have the director's cut of Troy, which, yeah, the sexual scenes are a little more graphic, and I don't appreciate that. But they also do add on to, like, the war story, and there's a couple new scenes. So I am curious to check it out, I'm just nervous to. I do like the artwork, though. I do really like the color scheme they went with. But I've never seen this. And also, I did want to get Alexander, that film, but there is just way too much sexual content in it. I try and keep it balanced. I try and not watch a lot of movies where, like, they're very graphic with the sexual stuff, but the 2005 Alexander film, no matter what cut I watch, is filled with it. So I'm not going to be picking that one up. Give me a minute. Sorry about that, I had to clear my throat. This is the film 1917. Academy Award-winning film. I got this at the Chico Art Store. I don't really know anything about this, but I've seen it in a lot of people's collections. It's an Academy Award winner, and I thought, why not? You know, it was really cheap. So I'm going to check it out. It is a Universal release, so yeah. Cool film to check out. Hopefully I'll enjoy it. I don't even really know what it's about. It is a Sam Mendes film. I don't really know their filmography, so I'm curious to check this out. Next, we've got the Cate Blanchett Elizabeth, the winner of Golden Globe Award, Best Actress. Yeah, this is a film that I've seen. It is a very dark film, and I kind of feel like the tonal switch between her being a naive, like, oh, I'm just, you know, a girl, just got into being a queen or whatever, the switch from her being naive to her being, like, a, like, more firm, more, like, depressed ruler, it did feel kind of quick. I mean, I know they're going for historical accuracy, and I know they couldn't put everything on there, but it did feel a little quick. I will say that, but I did enjoy the film, so, yeah. Brand new, shrink-wrapped, got this at Streetlight Records. Was looking for a copy that did not have the, like, golden Academy Awards banner on it. I mean, I might still get that version at some point, maybe for more bonus features, but I just didn't like how much it ruined the cover. I do have also Elizabeth the Golden Age, which is interesting. I don't like that the film is PG-13 because that feels like a downgrade. I'm not saying every film has to be graphic, but I'm saying if your first one is, going for a lower rating kind of ruins the mood of it, I think. I thought it was fine. Yeah, so I enjoyed it. It was fine, but it definitely wasn't as epic as the first one. In a way, like, it did have more war scenes, so it was more bigger scale, it felt like outside of the kingdom, but it also still felt, I don't know, I have mixed thoughts on Elizabeth the Golden Age, but it wasn't horrible. Then, I've got 2002's Pearl Harbor. This is a Michael Bay film, and it's the 60th anniversary commemorative edition. There's a couple of different editions you can pick up of this movie. Sorry. I also own the Director's Cut Vista Series edition, that I will be showing when I show the collector's sets. But here's disc 1, and here's disc 2. I haven't seen this yet. This would probably be a really good film to see at some point. And I will say this. I do think it's interesting that they have two different versions of the movies, and they have two different MPAA ratings. Like, this cut is PG-13, so this is the more toned-down cut, but they have a longer version that is R-rated, and I guess that's, like, the full war kind of thing, like, the more, I guess, public? No, this is the more public version. Like, this is probably the one they showed in theaters. That's the more exclusive version, like, for those who really want to get into the nitty-gritty. But, yeah. I have that. Then I have Spartacus, the Stanley Kubrick directed film. I thought it was fine. It's like, whatever. I've seen it once. It was very long. I do want to get a better edition of it. And I don't know what else is in here. Oh, X-Men Dark Phoenix. Heh. I need to, put that back. In fact, I may do that right now before it gets scratched. Hold on. Alright, so back to the next thing. What film do we have next? That's a comedy. I don't know why that's in here. We have Enemy at the Gates. This is a Joseph Fiennes and Jude Law film with a bunch of other actors in this. I haven't seen this one. I've actually considered putting my war movies in, like, a order of, like, when the wars take place. I thought that would be interesting. But there's that. The Kingmaker. This is a really cheap one that I bought for, like, $1. I don't know anything about this film. I don't know if I'm gonna even like it or want to keep it, but I own it, and I will probably watch it at some point. and either like it or throw it in the trash. But it looks like it's only R-rated for violence, so no sexual content and language, I assume. Anyways, moving on. Let's see. We got The Hiding Place. This is a Julie Harkis and Jeanette Clift film. This is more of one of those, I think, like, smaller releases, because it's not from one of the big studios. I've never seen this, but I've heard good things about it. And apparently it's 2 discs. Is this like a television or something? Oh, this might be... Oh no, that's the movie. And then that's the bonus features. So, yeah, I haven't seen this film yet, but I'm interested in it, especially because it's from, like, one of the lower studios. But apparently it's meant to be really good. Yeah, one of the best 10 films of 1975, so I'm very curious. And then I have Luther, with Josephine's. I'm sorry if I'm saying that name wrong. This is an MGM release. It is wrapped, or it is closed shut, so I will have to open that at some point. I haven't seen this yet. It's rated PG-13, but I haven't seen it yet. I'm just seeing if I have anything else. I guess I'll throw this in here. I have M. Night Shyamalan's Old. Maybe this should go in sci-fi. I'm not sure, but I have it. So I thought I'd show it off. Might be drama, might be sci-fi. I don't know. I haven't watched it yet, but there's that. And then now on to every not historic. Well, some of them are historical, some of them are romance, some of them are drama. I just have a lot of different movies here. We're going to start with what I call the Warner Brothers Collector's Editions. And these are basically a bunch of Warner Brothers films that are in this category of, like, drama, but these are, like, special editions of them. So they have, like, multiple discs. I'm going to start, if I can actually move this, with Malcolm X. This is a Spike Lee film, 2-disc special edition. As I love it. I love getting the special editions with all the bonus features. Dang it, I messed up. Sorry. Trying to just get things organized here. The Green Mile, starring Tom Hanks. I've actually seen this one. This is a very good movie. I will say it is a very good movie. Shawshank Redemption. I need to watch this movie. I haven't watched it yet, but I've heard it's like a very groundbreaking film. It's got like that one really memorable shot in it. And apparently there's a slightly longer cut, I think, for television, but the film's had no deleted scenes ever released, really. I watched quite an interesting video on it, a couple of them at least. Then we have $1 Million Baby. This is a boxing film, I guess. I don't know anything about this. I guess it's just a boxing movie, but I own it. I did get it sealed, so I was like, why not? And then I have Blood Diamond. 2-disc special edition. And finally, for these, I have Sully, starring Tom Hanks. And I will say this. When it comes to Warner Brothers, I'll finish showing this first. When it comes to Warner Brothers, I think, at least back in the old days, they used to be the best studio when it came to their physical media releases. All of their films, at least a lot of the really well-known ones, like their musicals, even musicals they got from MGM, their action films like Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, films like this, Shawshank, $1 Million Baby, Green Mile, all of them come with very in-depth special features. A lot more than just, oh, here's a simple, 5-minute documentary thing, and here's 5 deleted scenes. No, they really pack these things with special features. In fact, like, look at this. Sully, this one's probably from the 2010s. Look at all these bonus features. Look at all of these. Like, if I'm going to buy a movie from Warner Brothers, I am going to try and buy the version with bonus features, because they make it the most interesting. That's why some films I hesitate to buy. Like Empire of the Sun. I have it, but if I found a better version of it, I would probably get rid of my copy.